It is Chris. It is Thursday, March the 7th. Happy State of the Union Day. Okay. Do people celebrate that? We're celebrating it here. I have a couple things. First, an announcement. So I am doing a live stream tonight. I'm going to try and do a watch party. So YouTube lets you do a picture-in-picture thing. So I think we can watch the speech and I can offer some commentary on it and answer some questions in the chat and that sort of thing on it, which I think would be really fun. So I'm going to do that. 8:45 p.m. Eastern is when I'm aiming to start. The speech starts around 9. So let's see. We've done live streams. Let's see if we can do this. Okay, now the speech. All right. I try not to exaggerate too much. Like the biggest thing ever, the most important thing ever. But I really, he says, and then says this is the most important speech of Joe Biden's political career tonight, period, full stop. Let me explain. Joe Biden's been in politics since 1972, so he's given a lot of speeches on the Senate floor, on the campaign trail, you know. But this speech, I think, is going to be the one that defines whether or not he can put to bed or start to put to bed the idea that he is too old to be president. So these State of the Union speeches, candidly, these State of the Union speeches, candidly, are pretty boring, usually. They're long. They're lots of policy just sort of stuffed in, right? Like a laundry list of policy. And this speech will have some of that. Don't get me wrong. The most important thing about this speech is not exactly what Joe Biden says. It's how he looks saying it and how he says it. Yes, some people will not like that, but the reality of politics, it's a lot about perception. It's a lot about image. It's a lot about sort of how people think about this person who is volunteering or wanting to lead the country for the next 4 years. And Joe Biden has a perception and image problem. The image of Joe Biden among a majority of voters in this country is that he is too old to do the job. He's 81. And that he is not competent to do the job because of his age. They have worries about that. Those worries have not gone away over the past 16 or 18 months that the Biden people hope they would. They have not. Joe Biden can't get any younger, right? If he could, that'd be terrific because would have found the fountain of youth and then, we'd all live forever. But Joe Biden's not going to get any younger, right? Every day he gets older, just like the rest of us. But what he has to do, I think, is show that he is able to deliver a big speech like this, that he is confident in doing so, that he can do so with some kind of flair to it. Because remember, the image created of him by Republicans, and Donald Trump in particular, is this is a guy who doesn't know what's going on. This is a guy who can't find his way off stage. This is a guy who is basically being stage managed as president, that other people are running things. That perception can't continue. Joe Biden will not win the presidency if that continues. And this is the speech with the most eyeballs on it, right? There's not going to be another speech Joe Biden gives this year that has this many people watching. Again, the State of the Union ain't the Super Bowl in terms of viewership, but it's a lot more people than usual, right? It's at 9 p.m. Eastern time, prime time. All the networks carry it, right? So this is that opportunity to say, yeah, I'm 81, but I'm more than capable of doing this and being president. So to me, this speech is going to be absolutely definitional for Joe Biden's 2024 campaign. And again, I try to stay away from sort of hyperbole, but I really do think you're looking at a critically important speech for him. And just to reiterate, the policies he lays out, I don't think we'll have any surprises there, right? He's going to talk about growing the economy. He may talk about the border a little bit. Maybe he talks about Donald Trump, though I doubt he names Donald Trump. This is not a campaign political speech. It's more of a sort of presidential speech. But all of those things are going to pale in comparison to how he looks and how he sounds. If he looks and sounds old, if he stumbles over his words repeatedly, even though he's reading from a teleprompter, that is going to be a problem. It plays into a storyline that is already out there about him that lots and lots of people believe that he's not up to the job. Now, if on the other hand, he is commanding, he doesn't really stumble, he shows a sense of humor, he shows he can think on his feet, he shows he can, I don't want to say go off the teleprompter, but not be beholden to the teleprompter. Those are all good things. And I'll remind people who forget, last year, Biden did that. His State of the Union speech was one of the best speeches he gave all year. Really good. So he has it in him. The question is, can he deliver it when it matters most? And it matters most tonight. This is a critically important speech. If you think Joe Biden deserves re-election, he has to show and prove it tonight. Again, this is an important message. Hear this. This is an important message. You should go listen to this. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, spread the word, and I would love to see you about 8:45 p.m. Eastern tonight. We will do a live stream watch party of the State of the Union. More of me. Get double dose of me today. Take care. I'll see you later tonight.